Hi queens, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing a moisturizing routine for type 4 hair. I've been asked to do this a few times and I recorded it once, but I didn't like how it turned out, so I'm trying it again to show you my technique that I use and the products that I use when I moisturize my hair for the week. Like if I just want to have it moisturized and I'm not going to be styling it and putting a lot of gels in it and things like that, just so it's like nice and shiny and ready to go for the week. So if you'd like to see how I do that, you can stay tuned. So I have this beautiful turban on. It's not a turban, it's actually a really gross t-shirt that I use to dry my hair. Okay, so we're gonna start off with sectioned hair, and I already got this section ready to go. So for moisturizing, a lot of naturals use the lock method, which is liquid, oil, cream, or the LCO method, which is liquid, cream, oil. In either one, you can experiment and try out both ways and see which one works better for you. I usually like to do the LCO, so I like my liquid first, which is a nice watery based leave-in. My cream, which is usually like shea butter or like a heavier styler, and my oil, which is usually black Jamaican castor oil, or I'll use like an almond oil or avocado oil, like just something light to like put over top of it. So today I'm going to be doing the LCO method, and for my liquid I'm going to be using the Shea Moisture Black Jamaican Castor Oil leave-in. I love this leave-in. It is so it's thick, but it's nice and light as well, and it's really moisturizing, and it's water based, so you can tell because of how soupy it is. But it is really great for, you can use it as a daily moisturizer, but I like to just use it like every other day or so. For my cream, I'm going to be using a new brand that I'm actually, that I reviewed on my blog, GirlWithNoCable.com. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me talking about it for the past week. But Agino's Sweet Things, it's actually a black owned company. Handmade. A lot of the ingredients come from her garden, and it's a really great company, and I'm glad I got to try out her products because I really want to start working with new up-and-coming brands, especially black owned, that we can start exposing and trying out, because I mean, we love our Shea Moisture and we love our huge brands, but there's a lot of great unique smaller brands and products that I love to try out. This curling pudding is by Agino Sweet Things, and it is shea butter based. It's called the Curl Moisturizing Pudding, and it's really good. Like, she sent me her shampoo and the deep conditioner and this curling pudding, and I loved it. My hair was super defined and moisturized. So with this, it has olive oil in it and some great other oils inside, but I don't need to use the oil on top of this because it has so many oils inside. So I'm just going to use this. If I was using my raw shea butter just by itself, then I probably would top it with like the avocado oil or some type of other oil, but since this is already mixed in with it, I think I'm going to be using black Jamaican castor oil, which is the best. And I don't really seal my ends with any other oil because it's nice and thick, and it just leaves your ends like so shiny, and not, it reduces the amount of single strand knots, which is so typical for type 4 hair. I can't even get into it. Okay, so to start off, we are just going to take down our twists. These are already in, so I like to, let me see, I like to do them relatively small because that way I know I'm getting all my strands and you can really focus on your ends. So what I like to do is, have everything open so you can just reach right in or whatever. And then for the Black Jamaican castor oil, I like to put a little bit of it in the cap, or rather fill the cap up. And that way, when I'm ready to put it on my ends, all I have to do is dip it in the cap. And it makes it just like 100 times like more easier than like digging into the thing and like trying to get it out. So I'm gonna start with this little section here. I'm already finger detangled and detangled twice before my shampoo, during my deep conditioning process. So I should be nice and detangled, but if not, I do have my Mazzani tangle teaser type thing, just to get a little bit of the tangles out if needed. And then whenever I detangle or moisturize, I usually like to keep a pair of like scissors nearby, because you never know when you're gonna run into some knots or some tangles that you might just have to cut out, because it's just easier than like ripping your hair. You might just have to snip them out. So I like to keep these around just in case. So I'm taking my little section, I'm dipping it in my liquid first, and I like to just start at the roots, because then you can just, you're doing this motion anyway, so when you start at the roots, you're just like working it down. And if you need more, you just grab some more. And then I just detangle as I'm going through, or just sliding my fingers through like that as I'm doing it. That way, you're nice and detangled. So once your hair is nice and moisturized and it feels nice and soft, you can follow it up with your cream. I'm using the shea butter, so this is the texture. Now for thicker things, I usually like to start at the ends, because it's the driest part of your hair. So you really want to focus and get that product in. And you're basically it's the same motion. You're just working it up. And you can see that my hair is already shining. It's already looking great. I love this pudding. Now, after that, you can either braid it, you can twist it, you can, whatever way you're going to style it for the week. Today, I'm just going to twist it back up into the twist that I already had. And then once I start getting down to here, I usually just run my fingers through, just make sure we get all the parts. And then when you get to the ends, that's when I dip my finger in the oil, Black Jamaican castor oil, and just finish twisting it like that. And that's it. So we're gonna do it again. Here's my little section. You can make them smaller or bigger, however you're styling your hair. If I was doing my mini twist, I would just make them smaller and do each section at a time. But I'm just putting these in. I'm gonna leave these twists in probably just overnight and take them out tomorrow. And my hair will be definitely nice and soft and defined. So here I am starting at my roots again. I just like to get it in and work it down. So, depending on your hair, some people have really, even if you have 4C hair, it can still be thin. It can still be, different than other types of 4C hair. So my hair the majority of it is 4C here. And then in the back, it gets the curl gets a little bit looser. But my hair overall, the strand is pretty thin. My hair doesn't get very volumey, I guess. And it's just thin, especially like around the perimeter. And so depending on, you know, how your hair responds to products, that is how you know, okay, I need more cream than I need liquids. I need more liquids than I need cream. For me, it's like 50-50. Like, sorry, I'm putting on my cream now. For me, it's like 50-50. The same amount of cream I use the same amount of liquid. I just like the layering technique of it because, and especially this motion here, because I feel like you really get to feel all the strands and you're making sure you're working it in. And as you can see, I haven't needed to use the detangler yet because my hair is already super detangled, and it just makes life so much easier, at least for me, when I detangle before I start washing. So I'm just doing my twist down. Got to my ends. I'm gonna dip it in my oil. I think overall, we just want healthy hair, right? We just want hair that is beautiful and healthy and growing. And these are kind of like the techniques that I picked up that allowed my hair to kind of like grow as fast as it did. And that's what made me want to share it with everybody. So I'm kind of getting to the end of this other half. I'm just gonna pin this away because you can't see. So almost, I got a few more. So this is why I like doing my hair, washing my hair in twists, because it's just so much easier. Like, look, it's already sectioned off. I already got my parts going, and it's just like so much easier. I don't know how naturals do it without sectioning off their hair or, you know, doing it all before. The mistake I made when I first went natural was putting oil on top of my dry hair. Can't do that. It's like, it is so bad for your hair. It basically, again, suffocates your hair, and it just causes breakage and more issues, and your hair looks like shit. Like, my hair looked so bad when I first went natural. On this one. You can also do the prayer hand method. A lot of naturals do that. I find that kind of like, I don't know. I do that with bigger sections, like when I'm washing my hair with larger sections, but with smaller sections, I feel like it just makes more tangles. I don't know. I'm just very anti-tangle. Obviously, we need to figure out a way, any way, to reduce the tangles and the knots and everything with our hair, because it just comes so easily. And I find with smaller sections like this, I like to work with more at the tips of my fingers than like the palms of my hands. There we go. There's our one half. I'm gonna do the rest off camera, and I'll be right back. And you're done. You can see the side is already starting to shrink up. So that is it, queens. I hope this was really, really helpful. Any excess on my fingers, I usually just run through my edges in the back, which may have gotten missed. But that's it. I'm just gonna leave these in. I'll tie it up at night. I'll put my silk cap on, and then that's it. I'll take them down in the morning, and I'm not sure if I'll come back on camera, but I'll definitely post it on Instagram. If you'd like to see the results of this, you can follow me on Instagram. My handle is GirlWithNoCable. You can also check out my blog. It's GirlWithNoCable.com. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more, thumbs up. You can comment below any topics you'd like to talk about or see. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.